Former right-wing Attorney General William Barr has a new book that at this point is now coming out in just a matter of days. It's hitting stores on Tuesday, March 8th. And, as we've already previously discussed, Barr is trashing Trump in the book, as most former Trump administration officials have done in their books, because it sells books, right? The anti-Trump people are the one who buy more books than, the pro-Trump people. So you got to be anti-Trump because you got to get the liberals in on the market because they just love to eat up everything that's anti-Trump. And Donald Trump, of course, understanding this, understanding that Barr has attacked him, that said he, quote, lost his grip after he lost the 2020 election. So Trump issued a statement this week saying that Barr was, quote, so petrified of being held in contempt or being impeached by the Democrats, which they were constantly threatening him with, that he was virtually a broken man who allowed for the systemic violation of election laws. So that, of course, is what Donald Trump has to say about his hand-picked attorney general who protected him from Robert Mueller, released that completely fictitious Mueller report summary before the official report came out, did everything Donald Trump wanted with the exception of using the DOJ to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Barr says that he told Trump, you lost. And of course, Barr penned an op-ed in December of 2020 that said, you lost. That was prior to him resigning. And Trump is still mad about that. He's going to be mad about that literally forever. But you know who's not mad about that? Bill Barr himself. Especially not after the news this week that says that the January 6th committee says Donald Trump committed crimes with his conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Barr's not a part of that. Good for him, right? You did all these other horrible things for Donald Trump for years. And the one thing that, of course, could have gotten you into legal trouble, you had enough good sense to say, I'm out. I'm not going to be a part of this. Because if he had been, Bill Barr would be right there in that court filing with Donald Trump and John Eastman, with the January 6th committee claiming that these individuals, all three of them, broke the law, instead of what they did say, which was the two of them broke the law because Barr wasn't a part of it. So Trump can release all the statements he wants. He can attack Bill Barr, say that he was, quote, a broken man, like he says here. But all of that is Donald Trump reacting with fear. Fear about what is going to come out with Bill Barr's book, which I recommend everybody take with a grain of salt, okay? But more importantly, fear about what's happening right now with that January 6th committee. If anybody's a broken man, it's Donald Trump. He sees walls closing in New York, walls closing in Georgia, walls closing in Washington, D.C. with the January 6th committee and the D.C. Attorney General's investigation. Lots of bad things are happening to him and his family and his business. He needs somebody to lash out at, and Barr, with his book coming out, is the perfect target for Donald Trump to direct his frustration and anger because he never learned throughout his 70-plus years on this earth how to properly handle his emotions.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.